Assalamu alaikum. How are you guys? How's your Friday going so far? How was this trading weekend? Let me know. So yesterday we had a meeting and then we were talking about, this area right here for DXY. Let's just get right on the charts. Anything I say is not a financial advice. I'm just here to describe or to demonstrate what I see. So let's start. We were taking or recording a meeting right here somewhat around 12 a.m. maybe. Yeah, 12 to 3 p.m. candle was generating, and I constructed this high that okay, this low was taken, and now this was an expected high to be taken, but this needs to be broken. Now it has been broken overnight as well, yesterday after 3 p.m., and then in Tokyo session and London session as well, and is approaching this high. When DXY broke out a certain region and gave a no wick candle yesterday, everything went bloodshed, but not quite at 6. It quite went after 6. It more like an 8 p.m. or a New York PM session. So let me show you why. Let's move on to DXY quickly. For 4 hour, let it load. For 4 hour yesterday, we were talking about this area right here. This was the consolidating area and it was not giving a proper bounce up or proper bounce down. So this was my interested area of region that it neither crosses this or neither crosses that. But this 4 hour fair value gap was in a premium area, and we were talking about how we need it to come back to the discounted area or golden ratio area, but it dumped and it's approaching lows. Since 47 10 47 20 was a resistance area, for 4600s or 4630s were a little bit, could be a pushback with the daily lows and session lows. But now if it's falling, it would be falling down to more important areas. That might be 4500s, and then grabbing this liquidity, having a bounce back. If not, then further down, but we expect it to grab this 4500 range and then go back. For what I was looking at, that when it passed this lowest low, right? Everyone was looking for this as a order block or an area of liquidity to be grabbed, right? And it did fell to this area, but never respected or gave a market structure shift properly, although it respected its 1 hour fair value gap and dumped further. Then again, let me just delete this quickly so it doesn't, confuses. And then again it dumped. So the dumping process started yesterday, but it was not prominent enough that it would be taking this or going further down. Then Tokyo session, the opening of Tokyo session was also not, giving a proper signal, because it didn't took this liquidity, it went up and it gave a no wick candle, which was for Tokyo session is more likely, it might be going up to this no wick area or this no wick area. So if I keep drawing, we if if I was, awake at Tokyo session, I wouldn't have taken a trade, because these were no wick areas, and this rising candle might have known that this might be taken. Or if a closer look to see that there was a lot of low run liquidity, and then this was here and this, so there was no point that it could have been traded, right? Or someone very sharp enough, knowing that awake at that time, would have taken this. But again, when it fell through, it just fell at 10 a.m., which was a pre-London session. Again, it's not my trading time, so I was not at the charts. Then at 12 p.m., again, I don't trade a London open session, so I trade at 1 p.m. and it already gave a bounce back. So the start of London session, the first 15-30 minutes are very manipulative, right? And with fair value gap up right here and order block right here, I was expecting it to go more up, but again, with knowing that this fair value gap is valid or not, I needed a proper, a wording for that. So this was no longer valid. So why would be I looking for something up? Again, it's dumping. 4500 is the new low. Monday will be good time. If DXY bounces back, from that liquidity area right here, the above this area right here from 99.3, 99.4 something, then we could see a bounce from 4500s and up, with this a lot of liquidity resting right here, and then right here, and then right here. We're looking for higher highs with the very possible areas of this untouched fair value gap, this high, this low run liquidity with no constructive pattern right here. But we would be seeing, a little, something like this, and then going up and then going up. So moving on to Euro USD, again, it dumped, but the dumping process was really depending on this area, the high and the low, the high of yesterday and the low of Wednesday. And I was conducting meeting right here that this 4 hour fair value gap has already been violated with this consolidation, that it would be either dumping or either bouncing back, but this was no valid area for having a fair value gap this at this much time. It's a 1 hour time frame. It dumped, it went down, it dumped at 5 p.m. and this 6 p.m. candle broke, and then it just kept going on. I was looking at gold, so I was not actively watching this. Plus I was waiting for it to maybe it was just closing here and it would bounce back, and somewhat, it was not clear. Again, DXY broke at 10 p.m., so which is not trading time, New York PM session. It broke beautifully down, leaving all these fair value gaps. This one is filled, this one is unfilled, this one got filled, this one got filled, and then it dumped again. So yes, it's dumping, but it's dumping till this unmitigated daily fair value gap. Now this is dumped, and this IDM liquidity above, resting above daily, has been taken. We want to see a very good uh, 1 hour engulfing candle. I would say above this area, or lying above something above 6.5 would be a good point to have a long till this unmitigated 4 hour fair value gap, and then this liquidity. Maybe you could take it at this level right here. You could have taken, somewhat less. So I take fair value gaps which are not mitigated, and they have a VIX that were approaching those IDM, and they didn't approach that fair value gap. So this becomes highly hittable TP, achievable TP, right? For JPB, again, it dropped. It was consolidating. This was my region that either it comes with a bounce, take this unmitigated fair value gap. Then there was some points right here. We had an order block with an IDM with a no wick area as well, which might be a good bounce. This is why I was not trading Euro USD as well. This daily fair value gap with unmitigated near wick IDM, and I was not sure that it would be coming here. But again, for this whole period of growth, the golden region is right here, and with unmitigated fair value gap right here, some order blocks right here. Still looking that it might go a little further down and then have something up, and then we would be approaching the high highs with a lot of building highs. So my target for Monday would be looking for longs mostly, both for gold and Euro USD. And I will not be trading today, knowing that when it is dumping, it's very absurd to take a long, and it's very FOMO to take a short, because the wicks, they just go up and then they go down. So on a smaller time frame, when you're trading, you see a lot of unmitigated liquidity which is resting for shorts, and you need to be very careful where you take a long and where you take a short. So I just take a step back. I am in no hurry, and let's just delete these which didn't got respected. And for this, I won't be taking longs. Yes, I would be taking shorts if London high gets taken in New York session and then it's dumping again, because it would be following the continuity of it. Yeah, then I could have trade, but not before 6:30 for my time. And Mondays, I would not be trading before 6:30. Again, New York opening, NYC opening time. So these two timings for me for Monday and Friday are very important. Before that, it's just building a range. It's building a range for next week. It's building the range for its new week. So that's it. Let me know your reviews and everything, and I'll see you on Monday, inshallah. Allah Hafiz.